further, that is a component interaction. The component interaction means if you want to send a data from one component to the another component, okay, we can achieve with the help of component interaction. Right now, we can send data from within that component, correct? Right now, we are performing, okay. For example, we can here on view file on your component file. Right now, we sending only data from view to component and component to view. Only that things we can here performing, correct? Means within that component we can send and receive data. But if you want to send a data to the different component, okay, from one component to the another component, to achieve that things we require a component interaction to send data from one component to the another component. Okay, for we use a component interaction. Now to component interaction, to implement that component interaction, that is a prerequisite of that component interaction is to make your parent child combination or parent child relationship. Okay? Relationship should be established. Okay? That is a prerequisite of that component interaction. Okay, here parent child relationship is nothing that your inheritance. Okay, is not meaning that parent child relationship means we have to use a inheritance. So answer is no. Okay, so don't misconception in your mind. The parent child relationship is meaning that right now whatever we can map your component. Okay, right now up till now we can always map our component in your app component HTML, correct? For style binding,
Yes.
class binding, event binding, everything is mapped in your app.component.html. So whenever you map your component, okay, any view file, other component view file, then that switch directive has app component that is a parent. Okay, so app.component.html, that component is a parent of that switch directive. So it is a parent, okay, and this switch directive, that component is a child. Okay, so or we already done that relationship from the beginning. Okay, it is called a parent-child relationship establishment, and that we can perform from the beginning. Okay, understand this thing? So in that, switch directive is a child and app.component.html component is a parent. Okay, now furthermore, if in a switch directive we can we can map another component, then in that scenario what will be the happen? In that scenario, switch directive is your parent. In that switch directive has a child component, whatever the mapping of that performing in there, that switch directive view file, correct? Everybody's clear this thing. What is the parent child relationship? What
Yes.
exactly meaning?
Yes, Sumit.
Yes, Sumit.
Okay, so that is a prerequisite for the component interaction that already we done from the beginning. Okay, so for the component interaction, how we can perform that component interaction? So there is two decorator is provided. One is an input decorator, another is a output decorator. Okay, so first we can just learn diagrammatically what exactly it is working. Okay, and what is the functionality of input decorator and output decorator. Just we can just understand that diagrammatically and we can implement them practically. Okay, everybody seen this diagram? Is this visible? Everybody
Yes, Sumit.
properly?
Yes, Sumit.
Yes, Sumit.
Sumit.
Okay, fine. Now here, simple diagram. I'm just making here the app component as a parent. Okay. For the understanding purpose, demo purpose, I just mentioning here app component is our parent. It's not meaning that always app code app component is your parent. Okay? Just for the demo purpose, I'm mentioning here name. Sorry. This app component has one or more child. Okay? Child 1, child 2, and child 3. Again, this child 1 has also its child. For the child component also it has 1, 2, 3 childs. 1, 2, 3. The child 2 component has again 3 childs. Here child 3 has again its 4 childs. Okay. Okay. If you pass a data from parent to your child, okay, if you pass a data from parent to child, for that we use input decorator. Okay. You can send a data from parent to child. We use input decorator. It is a field level decorator, means it is a property level decorator. Okay. We call it as a property level decorator. And if you want to send a data from child to parent, if you want to send a data child to parent, then we use @output decorator. The data flow should be child to parent. In that case, we use output decorator. Again, it is a field level, means it is a property level decorator. Okay. Now, come to the our first diagram here. Here we create the parent, child 1, child 2, child 3, and also child 1 has its own childs, child 2 has its own childs, child 3 has its own childs. So how you can send the data? Then you can, if you want to send parent to child data, you can send data to the parent to child. If you want to send child to parent data, you can send child to parent data in this fashion. Okay. Now, if you want to send a data directly for this child from this parent component, that app component, to send this child 1 has its child, we have to send that data from this child 1. So can we send directly that data to this child 1? So direct sending is not a possible. Okay. You cannot send directly from app component to directly is child 1 component of its child. You cannot send. And you cannot send that child 1 directly to this app component. This also is not be happen. Directly is not be happen. Indirectly we can perform it. That is another thing. But directly it is not be possible. Again, you cannot send directly child 1 to child 2 data. Means you can not do not send to data to your sibling, child 1 to child 1. You cannot send. It is not possible. With the help of component interaction, it is not possible. Another different ways is there, but from that you cannot be possible. Okay. If you want to send to data child 1 from your app component, my requirement is that I want to send that. So how you can send that data? Then you can send your first this child 1 data. Then this child 1 can send this data to your child 1. Okay. On this flow, you can send the data. If you want to send child 1 data to your this parent component, then you can send the data first. It's a parent. This child 1 parent is a this parent component. You can send data first this child 1 component. Then this child 1 will be sent this your app component or parent component. In that fashion, you can send that data. Okay. If you want to send a data from this child 1 to child 2, directly it is not possible. But you can send that child 1 data to your first app component. Then that app component, means your parent component, will be sent this child component. Same, from the child component, we can send first your app component. Okay. and that parent component will send that data this child one component. Okay, in that fashion you can send the data in component interaction. Okay,